Good morning, fellow traders. Bubba here. It's time for the Good Morning Market Prep for Monday, December the 7th, 2020. I hope everybody had a great night last night. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research. Everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice, so please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Good. All right, well, let's check and see where we left off the market on Friday. So SPX again had a nice push up, monthly chart looking good, fresh all-time highs, right? Nice weekly chart here, that doji sandwich finally getting a little bit of movement to the upside. Daily chart again, it's looking like our impulsive wave up is doing pretty good right here, right? We had the impulsive wave 1 after the ABC correction, ABC down wave 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and it looks like we're in a subwave 3 of 3. So I wouldn't be surprised. Futures a little bit red this morning. Wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of a wave 4 pullback right here and then another impulsive move up. So we're definitely going to be keeping an eye on that one. Let's take a look at the SPY. Again, volume's been a little bit blah here recently, but again, we're heading into December, right? So it's, but also keep in mind too, there could be some window dressing, Santa Claus rally, things like that into the end of the year. So that's always a possibility as well. Into today, we're just basically holding this channel to the downside right now. We got a kind of a congestion zone right here that's been holding in the 360.50 area. So we'll keep an eye on that one. If we break over the upward trend line, we'll see if we can get bullish and get above this little congestion zone up here today. Let's take a look at the S&P futures. So again, guys, these are levels that we provide to our members in the bubble report and for our elite access members, right, through our links on the website. But for the most part here, these are levels that we're tracking. We've got a couple signal zones and a couple major levels here. So again, S&P futures here holding the channels below, and we bounced off of the Friday's high, which also became the overnight low. So this is a very, very important area here, which formed the bottom of this channel. So we're going to see if those can continue to hold today. We'd like to see if we get over the close, right, get this thing going green again, and then try to slowly just kind of climb its way over these levels here to get to the above the real-time all-time highs, then of course the overnight highs right here, and then we'll see where we go from there. Let's take a look at the MES and put some geometric lines on here. So the big ones that we're going to be tracking going today, obviously, is the channel down, right? So that's that's really the big one right there. So let's see how that holds going into the rest of today. And that should give us some clues. If we'll look for volume for a breakout or a potential reversal pattern right here to work its way down to the bottom of the channel. Let's take a look at the Qs here this morning. So the Qs very, very similar, right? We've got a downward geometric line right here. So we're going to see if we can get above that today to get some relative strength in the big tech names, and then where we go from there. But let's take a look at the small names. Let's look at the small caps. So they've got a pretty big bounce right here. So it looks like it's forming a bit of a megaphone here off of this limited data we have this morning. So they had some really, really good strength on Friday, right? We saw some strength in names, airlines, cruise lines, things like that. So and the financials, right? So we want to make sure that all those kind of work in tandem. And again, any good positive stimulus news is going to help the IWM more than likely. Of course, real stimulus needs to really help the small cap names so they can really get profitable. But it is what it is. Right now, obviously we just trade charts, so it is what it is. But let's see how it goes here going into today. Let's take a look at the XLF. XLF gapping down a little bit here this morning. So again, if this stays weak today, that could weigh on the IWM and a lot of the other names too, including the overall market. So again, as go the banks, so goes the market, right? So something to keep an eye on there. So good stuff. Speaking of which, let's take a look at some of the big names out there. So Apple perking up a little bit this morning. So they got this new chipset coming out right here, which could compete with Intel. We'll take a look at Intel on the expanded video for Bubblehead, for Bubble Report subscribers and for Elite Access members. So, but anyway, Apple up here this morning, so definitely gonna keep an eye on that one. It could be interesting. And of course, let's take a look at Tesla. So Tesla here today, again, big pop here this morning. Again, very, very interesting on the daily chart, right? Looking pretty strong overall, right? So we had that Morningstar reversal, got really, really tight right here. So I wouldn't be surprised if we broke over Friday's highs. We might see another push over here. Gosh, Tesla needs to know their stock split. It's getting expensive again, so the premiums are pretty high as well. So anyway, one to keep an eye on here today, obviously, and let's see if we can get over the after-hours highs from Friday. So good stuff. Well, that concludes the public video here. So now we're going to go and look at some other names that we're looking at in the Bubble Report and for our group in the Elite Access Discord and private Twitter. So thanks, guys, for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys at the Lunchtime Market Update and in the Twitter streams. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to get more in-depth video coverage on the stocks or setups that are on our radar, be sure to join our group or subscribe to the Bubble Report for more morning analysis. The Bubble Report includes S&P 500 review, also a market profile game plan on the S&P futures, sector updates, gappers, orbs, unusual option activity, economic calendar, and we also have Elliott wave counts that are on our radar made by Algo 382. Be sure to click the link at the end of this video to subscribe today.